if you're watching this right now, you probably want to get more leads for your coaching business. All right, I'm going to show you my exact funnel and how I was able to book as many as 264 calls in 1 month for my coaching business. And this led to me hitting 107K cash collected. All right, if you don't know who I am, my name is Jack Bly. And for the first 16 months of my coaching business, I made $0, but I really sucked at it. And so I know how tough it can get. I'm going to be sharing, what I've done, what I've learned along the way to help me find success in my coaching business. So without further ado, let's jump into it. How do you get more leads? All right, number one. All right, this can be how you get leads, by the way, with people coming to you. All right, so you don't have to do any hard work, messaging a bunch of people or doing anything crazy. It's going to get people coming to you. So new followers is step number one in this funnel. All right, we just want attention. We want more traffic, we want more eyeballs. All right, because you're probably someone who you're pretty good at what you do as a coach. Your guys, great results, your clients. But we just need more eyeballs. We need more eyeballs on what we do. All right, so number one, new followers. I have notes down here, by the way, so I'm looking at them. So first thing that we can do to get new followers. All right, and this is going to be a hack right here. This is working extremely well right now. All right, we have what we call freebie campaigns. All right, so I run this about once a week typically. And basically what you do is you create something super valuable, basically some free guides, some free videos, training on how your ideal client can get the dream outcome that they want, or some small piece of the puzzle. You give everything away, you make it so valuable. Call it a freebie campaign. And the exchange here is basically it's a post that says, hey, I created this free thing. If you want it, comment this keyword below. And so when you do this and the free thing that you give away is actually valuable, you get a lot of comments. All right, I get as many as 100, 200, 300 opt-ins when I do this, 300 comments on my post. And obviously what that does, it boosts the algorithm like crazy. I get so many new followers from this and hyper qualified followers too. Because this free thing, like I'm speaking directly to my avatar, my dream clients. And I'm giving away this dream outcome that they want. So of course it's going to attract more of my dream clients to this post and to my page. So great thing to do, run for one freebie campaign per week. I specifically run this on Twitter, but it works on all platforms. So absolutely do that, number one. Number two, all right, this is going to be advanced stuff, by the way, so pay attention here. So me using what we call the money printer formula. Hopefully I can spell okay. Money printer formula. So what this is, I'll put this in green. Basically, the money printer formula. If you do this right, you literally have a money printer. All right, you can scale to the moon, 100K months plus. All right, so here's what we do. All right, so we have 30-day cash times 2 must be greater than CAC. All right, so that means, what this means right here is the cash that you collect from your clients in the first 30 days must be at least 2 times your client acquisition cost. All right, so this is very important that you know these numbers. If you know these numbers, you can scale to the moon. This is the money printer formula. All right, so for example, if your CAC, your cost to acquire a new client is, let's say, $100, and your 30-day cash is $500, you have an ultra scalable business. All right, example of this, let's go back to blue here, so an example of this is I run Twitter follower ads, and right now there's massive arbitrage on that, by the way. So I'm able to get new Twitter followers, US-based Twitter followers, by the way, in the United States for just 8 cents per follower. Insane, right? Absolutely insane. And so with this, since I know my CAC, my client acquisition cost, and I know my 30-day cash as well, I know like this is an absolute no-brainer. There's just absolute arbitrage here. All right, that's what you're always looking at when it comes to traffic, is where can you find the arbitrage? All right, where you pay when you put in, $1 and you get $10, $20 back. Right now, Twitter follower ads is offering this opportunity. It's insane because, let's run some quick numbers. Let's say, you suck at your content, you suck at marketing, and you can only convert 1 out of 1,000 new followers, US based too. So these people typically have more money. If you can only convert 1 out of 1,000, which honestly is not that good, this is gonna be ultra profitable. All right, we're paying $80 for this, If we can convert just one, depending on how expensive your offer is, if you're a coach, you should definitely be charging at least $2K for your services. All right, I know coaches that charge $15K, $20K for their services. So no matter where you are in that range, this is ultra profitable. Worst case scenario, you pay $80, you get $2,000. You effectively have a money printer. All right, the goal is just to spend more on getting new followers, and you're set, you're golden. All right, so figure out what this is for you. All right, how much cash do you collect in the first 30 days for new clients? And then you can kind of reverse engineer. Okay, with that said, how much would I be willing to pay to acquire a client? Most people are afraid to do this. Most people want to stay stuck in the organic game. They're just like, okay, well, I'll just do organic. I don't want to lose any money. When in fact you could just pay $100 and make $500. Or you effectively have a money printer, but you refuse to use it. All right, so this is how you get new followers. All right, this is two of the basic, most easiest ways to get new followers. So once we have new followers, here's what we do. All right, here's how you convert a lot of your new followers into paying clients. All right, so we've done the first step of the funnel. We have new followers, qualified new followers. We got them for extremely cheap, massive arbitrage. So step number 2, what we do is we do what we call persuasion content. All right, this was inspired by a book by Robert Cialdini, one of the greatest persuasive masters of all time. So basically, persuasion content, what this is going to be doing this one thing. All right, our gold content is to build this one domino belief. All right, the belief that if they believe this one thing, they have no choice but to pay us. It's a no-brainer. All right, and here's that belief. All right, I believe that you, the coach, can get me the dream outcome I want. All right, if they believe this, wouldn't it be reasonable for them to join your program and get what they want? If they truly believe this, and important thing, belief is not binary. It's not yes or no. It's to which degree do they believe it. So all we're trying to do is get them to believe that, hey, we are the person that can give them the dream outcome they want. They believe this, then they're going to buy. All right, so how do we do this? There's so many ways we can do this. Let's break it down. So goals to maximize belief here. So what we can do, we have personal results. All right. Of course, so you should absolutely be credible in whatever area that you're selling for your coaching business. So if you're a health coach, you should absolutely be healthy. Document your physique. Document what you're eating. Document you at the gym. Personal results. All right. Client results, of course. All right. Other ones that we have. I wrote a bunch of these down. Let me see. So we have achievements. So this can be anything. If you were a bodybuilder, if you sell relationship coaching. I know one of the guys I work with, he's been married, I believe it's 15 years. He's got 5 kids. So that's a form of achievement or credibility. Just sharing that is a credibility statement. All right, so think of what that looks like for you. Another thing is your hero story. So it's a unique one. All right. So what your hero story is basically your rags to riches story, your transformation story. All right, so how did you go from where your avatar is at right now in the nightmare, what I call it? So when the bad is taking place, when they're struggling, to the dream, all right, to this dream outcome they want, of being fit, of being wealthy, of having a happy marriage, whatever it is. Think of your transformation story. How did you go from nightmare to dream? If you can tell this story, it's very compelling, and it helps create a big connection, especially when you share your nightmare. That really builds a deep connection because they think, oh, he's been through what I've been through. He knows what I'm going through. He can probably help me out. It's a big one. Another one that is unheard of, no one really does this, is sharing your personal values. All right. So if you ever met anyone and you kind of instantly hit it off and you have trust with them right away, the reason behind this likely is that you have similar worldviews, similar values, similar ways that you view the world. All right, this is the quickest way possible to build trust with someone is similar personal values. And so you can share this. And it doesn't have to be like super controversial. You don't have to get political or into religion or anything if you don't want to. But share like truly what you personally value. When you do this, people resonate with it. People trust you more. So I would not do this with all your content, obviously, but you want to sprinkle in personal values and connection content. This is how you build more trust. You can't just be a robot. All right. The other thing that you can do is share. Of course, this is very simple. You should know this. Share explicit value. All right. So this is the very actionable type of content, stuff that builds, credibility, like, oh, okay, this guy knows what he's talking about. Another thing you can do is kill objections. All right, in your content, you should write down what are the top objections that I get. All right, and then you should specifically create content in a way that kills these objections. Or you tell an epiphany story of, hey, at one point I believed XYZ. I thought I had to spend 10 hours a week training hard in the gym, but then I discovered this thing. It allows me to train only 2 hours a week and get this great result and lose weight. All right, telling epiphany stories like that, killing these common objections. What this does is if you do this right, when they get on the sales call with you, they are ready to go. You already covered all the objections beforehand. All right, so you don't have to do it now. They're good to go. They got their credit card out. All right, so very important thing that you can do right here. Another thing is kill alternatives. All right, so what are the alternative solutions to their problems? What are the other things that they can do to solve their problems? All right, you must answer the question is, why is your solution the best solution? Why is that? You answer that question, then you become the best solution, the only solution in their eyes. All right, so these are a few examples of how you can maximize belief in this domino belief right here. I believe that you can get me the dream outcome that I want. You do this correctly, and people will come to you. They'll come flying to you. That's number 2. Number 3, running out of space here, but let's see what we can do here. Number 3, we get the inbound DM. All right, so of course, in your content somewhere, you need to have some call to action that says, hey, DM me this keyword if you want XYZ dream result, dream outcome. All right, then when you get the inbound DM, at this point, the prospect should be very, very warm, very, very hot for your services. So you don't have to try hard at all. Like, this is the easiest thing ever. This is what I do with most of my inbound DMs. All right, so let's break down like my exact scripts here, basically, if I have scripts. So first thing, they send me an inbound DM. They might say just a keyword, or they may say, hey, interested in working with you, something like that, something basic. First thing that we do, validate them. And they're, they just DM'd you, so we want to validate that, kind of reward them. Hey, thanks for reaching out. Hey, I appreciate you reaching out. Something simple to just say, hey, validation, boom. Give them a little cookie, a little dopamine hit. So we do that. Then I ask them, can you tell me a bit about your goals and situation? And this is only if they didn't already tell me. Some people DM me like a paragraph or 2 paragraphs right away with their goals and situation already there. If that happens, I don't have to ask this question. This is only if I don't know that information yet. All right. Then we get their goals and their situation. Once we have that, it's an inbound DM. We're ready to rock right now. All we do is we give confidence and call to action to get on a call. That's it. All right, so we give them confidence. What does this mean? So a simple statement like, I can definitely help you with this. Something so simple. We just want to basically give them confidence that, hey, I can solve this problem. Like, we just say that, literally. It's simple. All right, so I say, hey, I can, I would say, appreciate you sharing that. I can definitely help you with this. Are you open to chat today or tomorrow? And I send my calendar link. Boom. All right, simple. We don't need to have a conversation. We don't want to have a conversation now. We want to get them on the phone. All right, that's where we can dig deeper and actually make the sale. All right, so that is really the 3-step process here. Obviously, once you get on the call, you can turn them into a client, so you get paying clients. So if you follow this funnel right here, especially you follow this money printer formula, you're tracking closely your client acquisition costs, your 30-day cash, you know these numbers, you have an ultra scalable business, you have a money printer, and you will never run out of leads for your coaching business. All right, I hope this video helped. Hope you have an amazing day. And if you're someone who wants to scale your coaching business, I do have a link in the description if you want to book a call with me. We will add at least 10K to 30K a month to your coaching business on a pay and results basis. So click that link below if you're interested, and I will see you in the next one.